Hello everyone and welcome to Low Budget Otaku, and today we have a low budget otaku news, but I'm not home, so I'm not using my mini equipment, so I'm sorry if the audio quality is not up to par. But we have a lot of news coming, especially because summer is almost over, so most of these companies have also went on vacation and came back, and when they came back, they brought us a lot of news. So let's start by looking at hobbysearch and what we got in stock right now. So Figma Zenyatta was just released at 28. Next week probably I'll already have it to review, and it's still available on Hobbysearch Japan. I'll be linking probably Ami too, but it is an interesting figure. I'm excited to review it. The Overwatch Figmas have been a bit hit and miss, but I really like Diva, so I'm excited to see how this one pans out. Another one that is just released at 28 is Emilia from the show ReZero, and if you know my channel, Figma Ram was the first Figma review I've ever done. It's still my favorite Figma so far, and I'm very excited to see how they do things with Emilia. So also expect that review probably next week, but she's unfortunately sold out on Hobbysearch, so probably take a look at Hobby link, Ami, or just put like the notify when available on Hobbysearch, because sometimes they get more stock. But definitely be on the lookout. I'm definitely excited for this review, even though Ram is still best girl. Now they also got restock of some other figures, like for example Figma Coaster. So I reviewed the KO of this figure not too long ago. I was happy with the KO, but now if you want your original one, you can get it, and it's a very good price for an original Figma right now. So it's available on Hobbysearch Japan, and also Figma Panther that I reviewed. If you haven't checked that review out, you can follow probably links in the description below to Figma playlist just with Figma reviews. You can find that in the description below, and you probably can find it in cards above. It's a very good figure. I definitely enjoyed this one very much. And then we got the news. So first we got this weird Figma, very expensive Figma Yozo Tajimi from Village of 8 Gravestone. I have no idea what this is. It's a very expensive Figma, and I'm gotta say I don't understand why it's so expensive. Looks like a very detailed Figma, but the price is crazy high, and I don't think it justifies that crazy price. It's a SP120. I gotta say I don't think it's justified this high price. It's a decent looking Figma, but I have no idea what it is from, and I think it is overpriced. I'm sorry Figma, this is overpriced. Now I put this here, Nandroid. I'm not a big fan of Nandroids, but I gotta say this Sonic the Hedgehog Nandroid basically doesn't look like a Nandroid. It looks like just the classic Sonic, even though it's supposed to be the modern Sonic, and it's getting a re-release on February 2020. It's a great Nandroid. It looks very cool, and it's not that expensive. So I put here in my list of news for you guys, in case anyone is excited for that. Then we have a couple of super figure Action JoJo Bizarre Adventure. This is part 5, so I don't know this character because I haven't watched part 5 yet. It's coming out February 2022, and it's Prosciutto, whatever that is. It's a bit expensive, I gotta say. Super Action statue are abusing their prices right now. Then they're also releasing, I guess this, I don't know if this is like the stand from that character. CF, it's also from part 5. It's a bit cheaper than the character himself, also February 2020. And we got Bruno Muscianiti from the same part, also the same price of that stand, so I don't know if that stand is from this character or from the other character. Again, I haven't watched this part. The figures do look cool, and it's also February 2020. Then we got Figma Archer John the Arc, so the swimsuit figure that I showed you from Wonder Festival. It's already up for reserve. It's coming out April 2020. It's a bit pricey, I gotta say, a bit pricey, Figma. Again, Figma being a little bit too pricey, but I gotta say the character does look very cool. It does bring a very cool amount of accessories. Lot beach-oriented accessories. What can I say? You know, Figma and Fate characters are basically perfect for each other. So for reserve if you guys want it. And then we have Figma Rei Takanishi. Again, a very expensive figure, but this one I can understand why. It's coming out June 2020 and it's from Alice Gear Ages. I don't know this show or game. I don't know if it is a game or a show. It's a very detailed Figma with a lot of mech parts. So this reminds me a little bit of that Bandai line that is the... what does it call? You know, it's mechs turning into cute anime girls. Basically, this looks like that. And yeah, it's a cute anime girl with mech parts. It's cool, but I gotta say, not for me. It's not my thing. But it is interesting. So I had already talked about the Figma Lone Survivor. Again, it's up for reserve and hobbysearch, and it's coming out May 2020. It's from PUBG. Not too expensive, not too cheap either. But if you're a PUBG fan, maybe you want this. Another thing that I thought is very weird. It's from Kotobukiya and it's cross-frame girl, brave girl. What? I think this figure is related to like a weird crossover that they did with the Gaogaigar, but like the other one had like the parts from Gaogaigar on this anime girl. Now it just looks like it's the anime girl. I don't know. It's weird, cool but weird, I guess. But again, it's a mech. It's a mech girl. I don't know, but this is a plastic model kit, not a figure. I don't know, cool or weird. Just then we have another action figure from JoJo Bizarre Adventure. So this is Super Figure Action JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 3, Silver Chariot, and it's coming out December. And we have, of course, is stand user Jean-Pierre Polnareff. It's also coming out December. Now these ones I'm a bit more interested in because I know these parts and I know the characters, and maybe I'll get it. Here I actually put the SH Figure Art Spider-Man upgrade suit because it's already available, so you can buy it if you're a Spider-Man Far From Home fan. You can buy this still on hobbysearch Japan. Bit expensive for the figure that it is. Bit expensive. But it's still a very good looking Spider-Man figure, I gotta say. Yeah, they do a very good job, SH Figure Arts, on these figures. Even though I still think they always bring very little in terms of accessories. The posability is great. But yeah, again, a bit more accessories next time. Like I was saying before about Gaogaigar, there's a Super Mini Play, the King of the Braves, Gaogaigar 6. I have a Gaogaigar Super Mini Play that I haven't reviewed yet. I built it, I'm always forgetting to review that, and I'm very happy with it overall. I like the Mini Play series. I already reviewed the Megazord, the original Power Ranger Megazord, and it's already up. You can already buy this. It's a bit expensive for the Mini Plus series, but it's a very good looking Mini Plus. Maybe one day I'll get it. Maybe one day. For now, it's a bit hard. And from hobbysearch Japan, the last thing that I wanted to talk about is another friggin' Evangelion figure that costs a liver and a lung. What the hell? Like, there was that metal build not too long ago from Bandai that was extremely expensive, and now we have another one that is not an original design like that one. This is trying to be like The official design is coming out June? November. So it's coming out in November. And it's so expensive. It's crazy expensive. Why? I don't get it. Is it really big? Is it really that well built? Now, there are a couple of things that worry me immediately when I'm looking at this figure. Is that, for example, this, it's like that rubber, like the model kits from Bandai. It's like the rubber here, like, so you have the joint below the rubber. In theory, it should look great, but I'm afraid with time, not only will that limit the articulation, but it might break. Now, overall, it's the same design that we are used to. Why is this so expensive? That's my big question. Yeah, we have a mouth that apparently opens like the model kits. That's cool. Again, that's those rubber parts, I don't really like it. So we have a lot of moving parts. Still, there's nothing that I'm seeing here that justifies this crazy price. Nothing. And again, a lot of the options that they did with that rubberized finish, that is like the same thing that Mafex did. It just doesn't go well with me. Is it the size? Let me see the size. Well, it's a very big figure. Okay, I understand now, it's a very big figure, but I guess they are doing the same mistakes that they did with the Mafex one, and I don't think this justifies this price. I'm sorry, it doesn't. No, not interested. And finally, I wanted to show you guys the Figma Devilman, that apparently only is available in Good Smile online shop, and it's very expensive. Gotta say, it's very expensive. I already predicted it was going to be very expensive, and it is very expensive. But it's a very good looking figure. It's coming out April 2020. And again, also, I think, like I predicted, doesn't seem like they are going to have a lot of accessories on this figure. But again, it's a very good looking Figma. Very expensive. Only available, I think, on Good Smile online shop, at least from those that I normally check in Japan. Is it worth it? I don't know. You guys tell me in the comment section below. And that's all that I wanted to show you today. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, be on the lookout. Next week I'm going to review Figma Zenyatta and Figma Emilia. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you next time.